first thing, whenever of you should imagine you are in the lab and you are into some industry which is making a medicine. So always visualize yourself that you are making medicine, which is something very important for somebody saving somebody's life. So you take some chemicals and you have to weigh it. You have to weigh it properly. So this 4 gram of calcium carbonate and reacts with 2.9 in a closed container. Now, generally what we do is this is in solution, but anyway, he's given you mass, so we'll think of mass. So the first thing you have to understand is when something is reacting, do we know the reaction? Do we know the chemical equation? That's the first and the most important thing. Otherwise, you are vague. You will never be sure. So you should know what is calcium carbonate. Calcium carbonate is CaCO3. This has a valency of -2. This has a valency of +2. That's why it is just CaCO3. Then reacts with hydrochloric acid. It reacts with HCl. So this is no valency 1 and -1. Because this wants to take one electron, this wants to give one electron. So +1 and -1. Um, what happens when you react? Then comes the other knowledge that whenever carbonates react with acid, they give salt, water, and carbon dioxide gas. This is the general formula you should know, that any carbonate you take, if you react it with any acid, you will always get a salt, water, and carbon dioxide. So, what will be the salt here? The salt is always found with the metal and the non-metal. So, it will be CaCl2. Now, this has a valency of -1 Cl and this has a valency of +2. So, it will be CaCl2. Then, water is water, this and this is this. So, first thing, if you make a mistake in the valency, you will mess up the equation. Valency is important. So, H2O, CO2, but this you have to know. Now you start balancing. Now you see, okay, this is how they will react. But is this balanced? What do you mean by balancing? Balancing means that balancing means atoms should be same. So we look at the balancing and we say Ca is 1, 1, no problem. CO3, here C also 1, no problem. Cl2, we have a problem. 2. 2Cl. So 2Cl, 2H, 2H, no problem. CO3, everything is balanced. So we have got an equation CaCO3 reacts with 2HCl to give you CaCl2 plus H2O plus CO2. Now, was there any need of this equation in the question? No, because they have given you the mass. But you should know. You should know. After the reaction is over, they measured 1.76 carbon dioxide. They measured this 0.72 and they measured 4.44. And this they found it was 4 grams. And this was 2.92. Now, what does 2.92 mean? Two molecules is 2.92. Okay, the two molecules together is making 2.92. So we don't, if that means one molecule must be making 1. Whatever half of this, है ना? And one molecule of this is how many molecules we can find by mole, but I'm not interested in that because but we have to know that total this was this and the total we get this is this. But you see, he's measured 4 is 6.92 and this is also 6.9. But there is one assumption he has made, which they have not written. That means nothing is wasted, nothing is in excess. There is nothing in excess. Supposing something in is excess, then what will happen is the mass will be conserved, है ना? But mass can't be destroyed, but something will remain. I don't know total mass of this is this. So anyway, this is the reacting masses they are talking of. Okay. So they have 4 gram must have fully reacted with 2.92 and you have got 4.44 and 0.72 and 1.76. Nothing is left out. So this was conservation of mass. But the most important thing is, can you write the equation, and can you write another equation like carbonates? What happens if I react MgCO3 plus H2SO4? Again, I've taken a carbonate. Again, I've taken an acid. So again, I will get the same thing. But this time, H2O will be there, CO2 will be there, but the salt will be MgSO4. And this time, there won't be any two. So, but the pattern is same. Salt, water. If you take a carbonate and acid, pattern you should know. What will happen? How do different classes of compounds react to give what kind of things?